Let's take a deep dive into the score report of a four-star school to better understand the quantitative part of Nevada's holistic approach to measuring school performance. After stakeholder meetings across the state, policy achievement level descriptors were created to define performance expectations for each of the 5 star ratings. These policy descriptors are succinct and clear, linked to the state's goals, and identify the most critical outcomes for each performance level. A 4-star rating identifies a commendable school that has performed well for all students and subgroups. At a 4-star school, we would expect to see satisfactory to strong academic performance for all students, successful promotion of academic progress for all student groups as reflected in closing opportunity gaps. The school does not fail to meet expectations for any group on any indicator. Schools recognized for targeted support and improvement are not eligible to be classified as a 4-star school or higher. Schools earn points on the different indicators for things like achievement, growth, and engagement. The total points add up to an index score. To dive deeper into how these points were earned, check the point attribution tables available online at nevadareportcard.com. As a reminder, full points are earned when the school meets the state's 2022 long-term goals, half points for meeting the 2017 state goals, and minimum points possible by performing at the 15th percentile of statewide student performance. Let's take a closer look at a school report and find out why the school is a 4-star school. We'll start with the Academic Achievement Indicator. This school has earned 24 out of 25 possible points for this indicator. The school has exceeded the state's 2022 long-term goals for math. For math, the 2022 long-term goal is 55.8%. This school's performance is at 59.4%. The ELA 2022 long-term goal is set at 63.1%. This school just missed the target but is on track with a performance of 62.9% for ELA. Their pooled average proficiency rate of 61% earns them 20 out of 20 possible points for academic achievement. This school's Read by Grade 3 results show that 59.6% of their third grade students are proficient on the state's ELA assessment. This performance rate is above the 50th percentile of statewide student performance, but below the 85th percentile. This school then earns 4 out of 5 possible points for this measure. Let's look at another indicator to make sure we understand how to interpret these reports. Overall, students at this school continue to grow academically. This school shows typical growth in both ELA and math, with math growth stronger than ELA growth. Now let's look at their English language proficiency indicator. At this school, only 37.5% of the English learner population is meeting their English language proficiency assessment's adequate growth percentile, indicating a need for improvement. This rate tells us that only 37.5% of their English learner population is on track to becoming proficient in the English language and exiting English learner services. At 37.5%, this school falls below the 50th percentile for statewide student performance on the English language proficiency assessment, thus earning only 3 out of 10 possible points. Let's move on to the closing opportunity gap indicator. This school is doing well to serve all students by closing opportunity gaps. For instance, as you can see, 42% and 41.6% of their students who were previously non-proficient on the math and ELA assessments, respectively, are now on track to become or stay proficient within 3 years. In math and ELA, this school is performing at the 85th percentile of statewide student performance, earning 10 out of 10 possible points. In ELA, this school is performing just above the 50th percentile of statewide student performance, earning 6 out of 10 points for a total of 16 out of 20 points possible for this indicator. Now let's look at their student engagement indicator. At 6.8%, this school has a moderate chronic absenteeism rate that is commendable and lower than the district average of 10.6%. Also, you can see here that this school did not meet the 55% participation rate needed to earn 2 bonus points for the climate survey. In order to receive these 2 points next year, they will have to meet a participation rate of 75%. As we've described, this is a 4-star school because they have performed well for all students and they are successfully promoting academic progress for all student groups as reflected in closing opportunity gaps. In order to become a 5-star school, the school will need to continue with their commendable performance, make progress with their English language population, and have stronger student growth within the ELA content area. Be sure to check other videos in this series for help interpreting score reports at other star levels or to understand specific components of Nevada's school performance framework. All videos can be found at the Department of Education's Accountability webpage.